Hi everyone, my name's Katie Ewers and I'm a professional careers advisor. Now if you're on this video then you've watched my typing video on the Myers-Briggs personality types and you found yourself to be an INTP, the Logician. That's quite hard to say. So you're part of the rationalist group. So some are part of the idealist group. You're more a rationalist. So you like to look at what really is, what really exists. You're a realist, okay? And you're a logician. You're all about the logic and the rationality of things. You pride yourself on your inventiveness and your creativity. Very much the philosopher, dreamy professor with the sticky up hair, that's the INTP. You love patterns in data, patterns in concepts, finding discrepancies between statements and information. So the legal services would be great looking at statements and finding discrepancies in the police service or, in law in general. Capable of spotting a problem, so you'd be great in business, drilling through the details, so jobs in accountancy and data analysis would be good for you as an INTP. As I said, great abstract thinker and analysts, thinkers, looking for connections between facts and data and looking at concepts and making connections between them. You're imaginative and original, so you can create sort of new concepts and ideas by linking facts that you wouldn't think that would link together. But when you do link them together, they create a pattern which can create a new concept and a new idea. And the INTP is perfectly capable of doing that. In fact, very talented at that. Oh, you're enthusiastic, especially when you're interested. I guess when you're not interested, you're not enthusiastic like anyone. Very objective, honest, straightforward, which can sometimes upset other people. But you know what? You're all about the logic. You're all about the rationality. You're the dreamy professor, remember. It's all about finding those connections in the concepts and understanding and thinking, coming up with new concepts and new ideas that have been logically thought through. That's the logician. Okay, so jobs that I mustn't move ahead too fast. So very into the good things. So the difficult side of the INTP is you can be quite withdrawn from others. Very much the intellectual. You like sitting down and thinking and learning and researching. Which means you don't have as much energy for social situations. The INTP is not so social. You can be a bit insensitive because you don't really realize what you're saying and you don't really value how people feel. That's not a bad thing. Not everyone values the same things. So you can come across a bit insensitive because you haven't really thought of how what you've said might make someone feel. So maybe avoid jobs where you're having to be sensitive towards others, listen to other people's problems, mix with other people. So maybe avoid the people jobs. You can be a bit that absent-minded, forgetful professor, and you can sort of go into your own little world where nobody's allowed in, which can be quite difficult. But if you're that way inclined, you're very much the thinker. So like the research, the analysis, the thinker kind of jobs is for you. Condescending, insensitive. You're good at sharing knowledge and rationale. You don't mind telling everyone what you know. But you're not into rules and guidelines. You're above that, and you'd be a bit of a maverick at times. And in this world we need to follow procedures, unfortunately, and the INTP can be a bit of a one that might push that kind of thing aside. You want to be free. You want to do things your way. Very creative in your ideas, but you always second guess yourself. But you're always open to new information. So jobs that will be good for you. Business and law, like I said, the detail and the information and the thought process is needed for business and law. Computing, engineer, you very much need to use your brain, very much so. Learning a specialism, a skill. So the INTP is going to be the one that's going to be most likely to want to go to university and study beyond university, like the ENTP. So the economist, the physicist, astronomer, a political scientist, psychologist, all jobs that need postgraduate study, physician, surgeon, producer, director, anything where you need to study to quite a high level is good for the INTP, depending on the subject the INTP is interested in. Careers to avoid: jobs around people. A hygienist needs to be very jovial towards others and put a lot of mental energy into people, and that's not what the INTP is really into. Public health nurse, people again. All these jobs that I'm saying to you to maybe come away from are jobs that are about advising and dealing and helping people. Don't mean you're a bad person. It's just not, you're just not that way inclined. You're more task orientated. You're the thinker. And we need INTPs desperately in this world, because I think the INTP is quite a rare personality type. So if you're an INTP, we need you. So you're not about dealing with people. Basically, everything on that list is about dealing with people. So maybe avoid that. You're more about being on your own, sitting, thinking, analysing, and coming up with ideas and concepts. That's you if you're an INTP. Now, I hope you've liked and found my video useful today. This is a new channel. I'm a new careers advisor, so always looking for likes and subscribers. So please, if you like this video, please click that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, click that bell icon to keep up to date with my latest content. You can email me at katie@careertalents.co.uk, or you can just visit my website at careertalents.co.uk, and I'm going to put my connections to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram in the description box, so you can link to me on social media. As ever, guys, it's your intuition that counts. You know, it's only what you want that matters. You've got to enjoy your job, you've got to love your job, and you only know that by understanding yourself. Okay? You must understand yourself. As ever, guys, see you soon.